So for me, reading First Peter again was really helpful because, as Marshall states, it's written to people who are already believers. So it's almost like instruction or reassurance or something, and it helps me. Like as I read it, it's like, okay, these people were believers and they could apply it directly to their life. So it makes it just so much easier for me to be able to directly apply it to my life as well. I also really liked how Fee kind of hits on this a little bit, but for in First Peter, it says that Jesus suffered, and it doesn't say that he just died. Um, he did die, but he didn't just die. He also suffered like we suffer. Um, yeah, so I really liked that. And then um, one of my favorite verses in First Peter is 1 Peter 4:9, where he says to practice hospitality without grumbling. And that's always been one of those things for me that whenever I read it, it's just kind of a slap in the face. Um, my parents have a ministry to the military, and a lot of people come through our doors. I met a lot of interesting people, and it's not always easy for me to give them grace. And so I looked at that verse in my MacArthur Study Bible, and it says the Greek word means love of strangers. Love is intensely practical, not just emotional. It's intensely practical. So it's something that we can like apply to every area of our life, I guess. It's not just something that we should feel for other people, but it's something that we should just kind of, we should have, how do I say this? Um, we should love other people, but we don't necessarily have to make it an emotion. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't really know. But yeah, I guess just like for me applying it to my life right now, loving people would look like, or showing hospitality and loving people would look like, um, how do I say this? Just welcoming people with open arms and taking the time to listen. Uh, a lot of the things that I'm involved in, like Young Life and my job in retail, uh, listening is a huge part of it, and a lot of people feel really loved when um, they're just heard. Uh, and they don't necessarily have to feel the love that we give them, but just as long as we're giving them love, just as long as we're offering that hospitality and showing them that hospitality, I think that is how we can live in a manner according to the gospel and what Jesus wants us to do. So, yeah, that's what I got out of First Peter.